Hi, welcome to The Skinny. This is Kelly, and we were on vacation for a week.
Yep.
So
I'm going to move this just a little bit. Okay.
We were on vacation for a week, so I'm happy to report, well, on vacation, and then the week before, since we didn't weigh in last week, I gained 0.6. I was so thrilled. I mean, and a lot of that was, I pick
Walking.
walking. I pick and chose when I indulged, and it wasn't bad.
So what do you have to goal weight at this point?
6.
Okay.
So yeah, and that's going to be part of what we talk about today because we're in very different places.
We are. I gained from my vacation 1.6, which I'm okay with. So my total loss is 100.4. So I'm toying. The most I have lost is 105. So I'm 23.4 to goal. So I still have a chunk I need to lose before I get to goal, or till I get to where Kelly's at. So
we talked about that, and she's like, we're in such different places.
I'm going up and down with her, and I don't want to do that. I'm bad.
I'm a bad influence.
No, it's just I just really realized that I need to be working it differently than her, and she and I need to designate a line somewhere.
I think where I'm at is there are times when I'm really like I'm gonna get the goal weight, I'm gonna get the number, but and to some degree the number doesn't necessarily like always drive me because I'm not that I want to keep. I know the goal is not to gain, but I feel like I maintain. It's like I'm at goal weight.
You're comfortable because you're in your forever clothes now.
I am. When I'm buying clothes, they're clothes that I'll be in at goal weight. So
you don't really have the motivation. You really don't.
And I'm really happy. So I don't have quite that number yet, and sometimes I get really motivated to get it, and then there are other weeks where I'm just like, I'm good, So we're in very different places
Which
in that respect.
really creates a problem for me.
And I feel bad.
So
I do. I feel bad that I'm now not like, I'm not encouraging like going, cheating or anything. That's really not what it comes down to.
But it's more encouraging the maintenance part of
Yes!
it, and that cannot be happening.
No, and I feel so bad.
I have 23 pounds. I am not in my forever clothes, and
I feel bad.
She is. I'm not, and I want to be. Granted, I mean, I feel great too, and I'm really, that contentment, we've talked about contentment is really hard because you are happy.
Yeah.
But I really do, now that she's starting to buy the forever clothes, I really want to get to those.
And it just makes me even more comfortable and more content and happy. And so my burning desire to hit that number goes in waves. I mean, some weeks I'm like, I'm going to do it. And then other weeks I'm like, I feel good. I feel great. I'm so happy. And
you're just happy to maintain it up and down just a little bit to keep it, which is so.
Yeah.
So here's what I've decided. I have to do something to kind of separate myself, and so I've kind of set up a challenge. So if you're doing weight loss plan with someone else, a friend, and you're in different places, I think the first thing you have to do is recognize it. And we really hadn't recognized it.
Kind of did, but we didn't really.
Until we started like shopping the last couple of weeks, and I kept thinking the stuff that she's getting, this is permanent stuff.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, she's living like she's at maintenance. I can't live there. I can't.
No.
So if you're doing this with someone and you're at different phases, you need to kind of figure out what you need to do for you to make it successful. So I have to kind of separate myself from her and work a little harder.
But I also think you working harder, maybe that'll push me to get to my, I got 6 pounds to lose.
6 pounds isn't a lot.
Some days I get
that's
really
good
crazy excited and want to do it. And then other times I'm like,
but it's good that the number's not driving you.
Yeah.
That's not really what it's about. So it's in some ways that's a good thing that that's not driving you. How you feel and how you're living, and that's supposed to be what.
That's the big thing for me. Don't get me wrong. I do want the number, but it's not
the primary.
The be all and end all.
But right now
me.
where I'm at, it is still a primary thing. It's still a big thing. It's not the thing, but it's a big thing. So I think I'm just going to set some challenges for myself. For the month of June. I know they're having a challenge at Weight Watchers where if you go to meetings, you get little stickers that say certain things every week to put on this cork board that's a folder, and different words. This week it was create. And in each, once you get so many of those stickers, you get a charm that's sunglasses. So, you know, it's a little thing, but it's always those little things that make you feel motivated.
And we've done things like that all over our
Yes.
journey, different times, different kinds of challenges to keep us going.
So the challenge I've set for myself is we have joined the gym. So even if she doesn't go, I just need to go.
we did 3 hours of walking at the zoo today, which tons of hills,
was great.
Which is, yeah.
And I have set a goal for myself this month to get back to my 105 loss plus 2. So my goal is to lose like 6.6 this month. To get me back to where I was plus 2. So that's what I'm really pushing for this month. And that's where I'm heading. And I have to know, luckily my biggest events have passed, the biggest things. There's still some coming.
Yeah.
And obviously I just have to make that decision whether I'm going to enjoy the moment, and that's a choice.
It is a choice.
Or I really want to stay on track and meet my goal. I have to make that choice. I hope I don't cave. The goal is not to cave. I don't want to cave. But I need to get my head in that, and I need to remind myself at those things that do happen that I have a purpose right now, and I have to have some tunnel vision about it. And I think that's where I'm working on.
I feel like I drag you away from the tunnel vision because you're living like me, which is
I shouldn't be living like you.
Maintenance.
Yeah.
And
I should be living like I'm still in it to win it, to lose it. And that's
I need to get my head there, but
I know, but like you said, physically you are at that place. It's just the number you're not.
Yes.
That's hard. I mean,
it's hard because I'm so content and
I'm
so
sure
happy.
when I get there, I may have the same issue.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, finding that feeling of I feel great. I mean, some people would say, "Well, call your goal weight." Yeah, I could call my goal weight at 140 and be there and be done. I could be at goal weight, or I could go to 137.
You have to go to 137 to actually.
Well, I have 135 as my goal,
but 137 is your highest according to Weight Watchers. So if you get to 137, you could call it.
I could call it. You know, so I'm trying to, you know, to right now, I guess it's just I'm in that phase. I'm in that thing right now where I'm good and I'm happy and I just
but you could be free. You could have free monthly membership.
She's like, why don't you use that to drive you?
Well, mine's free right now because mine through my health insurance covers for 6 months a year, so I'm free right now for 6 months. But that's gonna end.
That's true.
Until then, I'll have 6 months of paid and then 6 months free, and it's gonna end.
It is. And I do, but like, you know, that's the struggle. I mean, you know, I do, at times I'm uber more motivated than others to get that number, but right now I'm so happy and I do want to get there, but right now I have an idea. I'm happy camper.
Why don't you focus on me? On you? And say, I'm going to help you get there. So by you working to help me get there, that may get you there.
You want me to be selfless?
Yes. I want you to bug me. Don't let me eat certain things.
We never get out to each other.
Look at me and say, you're 23 pounds from goal weight. 23 pounds from goal weight.
But you don't. There's like nothing that would ever make me have to say that to you.
But I want you to.
Oh, just as a happy reminder.
Happy reminder.
Oh, okay.
Happy reminder. I want to help you get there because maybe by dragging me gives you something to do. You'll get yourself there. Make it more about me because about you, clearly you don't care. Clearly you're like, I feel great. Let's make this project about me. If you don't care enough about yourself to do it, you care about me to do it.
I'm just giving you another focus. So just concentrate on you.
Let's concentrate on getting me closer to you.
So you can steal my clothes?
Yes.
So, how does this benefit me?
Like, well, because maybe if I get closer to it, so will you. I mean, I'm the one who's farther away.
So I should just do it selflessly for you.
Yes. It's hard. So if you are doing this with a group or with friends or mom or sister or even husband, obviously, especially if you're doing it with a spouse or significant other and it's male, female, there's sometimes the male, let me say, they just blow us out of the water.
They can stop eating fries and they lose weight.
It's hard.
Yeah.
So if you're in a situation where you're the one who's kind of left lagging, let's challenge ourselves to catch up with the people who are farther ahead than us. Let's use that as motivation. Maybe I need to remind myself, look how close Kelly is. Don't you want to get to where she's at? Maybe I need to remind myself of that every day. Say to myself every day, don't you want to get a pound or two closer to her each time you weigh in?
And the thing is too, you're happy with where you are. You're not content.
I'm not content.
But
I'm happy with it. I mean, I feel good.
Yeah.
But each time you try on something really super cute, I'm like,
you're like, I could. Yeah.
I could have bought that. And I have to say, I'm buying clothes like they're going out of style, and I need to stop.
You need to stop.
You are.
She's like buying clothes like crazy.
I didn't have any summer clothes.
Well, that's true.
None of my clothes fit from last summer.
But now you have shorts and stuff, so yeah.
So now I have some clothes. But you found me something cute yesterday, and I had to buy it.
I did. And it's not a forever out, but you'll donate.
I might make that a forever shirt because I really like it.
It's
a medium. It's a medium. They can make it smaller.
But I think it's too big. I can't wear it.
Well, I can make it smaller. What, tailor? You called a tailor?
You paid $12 for it. You want to tailor something? You paid $12 for it. It's on sale. TJ Maxx.
So super cute. But you know what? I want to be able to go and say the things that I'm buying are stuff that are going to stay in my closet because I love those pieces. For example,
it does make it easier.
Prime example.
Yeah.
She bought at the end of winter a North Face jacket.
I did.
And paid, paid
$100
money for it. Yeah. But it was not on sale.
It's true.
And she's like, why don't you get one? And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I would feel like I was throwing that money away.
You're cheap.
Don't need it. Well, no, because when winter got there, I wouldn't be able to wear it.
It's true. It's true.
You're building those forever items.
Yeah.
Certain items
some of the
that
stuff
you buy.
is trendy, but some of it's permanent.
Some of the stuff that you'll wear for years because it's just good pieces.
Yes.
I can't buy those yet, and I want to. So even if I have to put it in that arena just to make myself be more motivated, I got to do something. And I think the first part was acknowledging that we're at separate places. I think that's going to help.
We haven't really. I mean, we just haven't seriously talked about until like the last 2 weeks. We started really talking about the fact that we are in such different spots. And I think what brought it up is we both started building wardrobes, or at least summer wardrobes. She needed clothes, and so, but mine are like, every time I buy something, I'm like, yeah, this is a forever piece. This is a really good forever piece. And you can tend to spend more money on something that's a classic piece that you can keep in your closet, And
it's really ticked me off when there's things that I want to be able. This shirt I bought yesterday, I would have loved to just bought the small for next year.
I couldn't find one.
Anyway, even if you could have, I would have loved to have done that.
Yeah.
But I can't, and that's hard because there's certain things you want to do, and I can't do them yet.
Yeah.
And so I need to use those. In that moment, I was like, well, that sucks.
You need me to step out of my happy place and get it into gear.
Help me out. Do a sister a solid. Come on.
I will do that. I will step up and try to get out of my happy place.
So needless to say, yesterday and today's Sunday, I have 30-point days. There have been no weeklies used.
No.
Will be no weeklies
yesterday
used.
and today, so yeah.
Tomorrow will be a Simply Filling day. That will be Simply Filling.
We're finding those to be, I don't know, I think we didn't share the new cookbook that we bought.
Yeah, we did last week.
The Simply Filling one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We just want to make sure we did.
I just haven't cooked anything out of it yet. We've been gone, it's been crazy. But I love it. Kelly did find a new recipe online, oddly enough.
Yeah.
That will convert very easily to Simply Filling, and it looks
and we
amazing.
pointed it also. So when we make it, it's a hamburger pasta casserole by Recipe Treasures. Treasure Recipes,
I think
or
it's Recipe
RecipeTreasures.com.
And we went through it. We're like, oh my God, convert. All of it could be Simply Filling. So we pointed it and we changed the serving size and everything.
Changed
it's
the
like
fat-free.
9 points for, it's a 13 by 9 and we divided it by 8. And just substituted fat-free where we could, and whole grain pasta where we could, and I'm really excited about trying it.
It's a hamburger pasta casserole.
Really
so when we make it, we'll
it.
share it, and we'll drive you to her site to get it.
To try it.
We'll tell you what we changed, because hers isn't Simply Filling or low
Not
fat.
at all.
It's just a recipe that looked really delicious to me. And I said, we can make that Simply Filling and point it also. So we put it in Recipe Builder. So when we make it, we'll share and drive you to her site for the recipe.
I've purchased everything, so I'm really excited about trying it this week to see how we like it. And it's something that we could definitely take the leftovers to lunch.
Yeah.
Which I'm really excited about.
Sometimes when we pick a recipe, because when you cook for 2, you do have a ton of leftovers, and we have to think, what are we going to do with these leftovers?
Yes.
We need to have them for lunches or for another dinner.
So either somebody's people are coming over to eat it, or it's
Yeah.
going to be a good leftover.
But you also talked with another member, Chris. You want to mention that?
Yeah,
We're gonna try something
Chris in
out.
our meeting, he and I were kind of having a chat. He and his wife Leanne are both at their goals, and he had mentioned he's going to bring. He has a second one of those machines that kind of vacuum seals
Yeah.
stuff, and because it's really hard in a household of two, I feel like we waste so much.
Yeah.
Opening
You
chips. Chips don't go fast in our house. If I
No.
buy a bag instead of the individuals,
I can have it months.
and we're throwing it away.
months.
I mean, we'll eat.
Yeah.
We just don't eat that much. Which I'm proud to say that I'm proud to say we'll open bags and they never get all eaten. I mean, I'm kind of proud to say that, but I
But
feel like I hate wasting it.
We do throw a lot away.
I don't buy a lot of meat at one time, which I would love to be able to do that at certain times when it's on sale. Can't do it because we don't eat it fast enough.
Yeah.
But be able to seal it. So I am super excited to try that next week to see how that works for us, especially with our household, to be able to reseal a bag,
Right.
so that things are still fresh.
So for those of you guys out
Yeah.
there who do that, let us know what how much
let
you
us
love
know
yours.
if you have, what you'd use it for, how it's worked for you.
Because he mentioned, especially smart. I could see how it would be really smart for a smaller household to be able to keep things fresh, because you don't go through like a big family.
And also
does.
people who are on Weight Watchers. If you're doing Weight Watchers, you're not eating the volume that we were all eating before.
Yeah.
So when you buy something that's a bigger bag, sometimes you buy it because it's a better value.
Right.
You hate to waste it. So if you're doing that, let us know how that's working out for you and how you're doing it.
I think it
So
will be.
I
The
am
more I
so
thought about
excited.
it, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, I could see where that would benefit us.
I never really
hugely.
thought about sealing the bags back.
Yeah.
I always thought about doing it for meat and things like that, but I never thought about just being able to seal a bag again.
Yeah.
Of, popcorn.
Well, I bought a box of Cheez-Its, and I opened it up. I got a serving out, and I think then it was months later, a month or two later, I
threw it
went to
away.
go get another serving, and it was stale.
Yeah.
You know?
Not good. Same with the baked Cheetos. Love to buy the baked Cheetos. I don't buy the individual bag ones because they come in a variety pack, and I just want those.
Yeah.
So half the time we end up throwing, the majority of the time, at least a quarter of the bag away.
Yeah.
And we hate doing that if we can avoid it.
We don't like to waste.
We're frugal.
We are.
So we're super excited about trying that next week, and we'll let you know how our experiment
Yeah,
goes.
you let us know if you love yours, how much you love yours.
And challenge yourself. Write down where you're at.
My challenge is to make it easy for you, because I'm a giver. I'm a giver. Wow. Oh, you're gonna look at me all weekend and go, I'm a giver.
I'm a giver.
I'm gonna go, Kelly, you're a giver. I give it my all. I give it all to you.
So figure out what your challenges currently are and how you're going to address them and what you're going to use to motivate yourself. I'm going to use the gym, and I'm going to utilize, just my weeklies, because that's where I'm losing 7 pounds this month. 6.6.
You're going to utilize, I'm building a full wardrobe. I'm going to get there so I can build my
That's
forever
my
wardrobe.
motivation. I want to get to my forever wardrobe. I really, truly do. And I need to remind myself not to be sidelined by events and good things that happen when I can totally just go no. I need to choose no right now.
I try not to sideline her, but like I said, I'm so happy, and sometimes I just get sidelined. And I get sidelined in the respect that I might enjoy a meal that I'm like, it's not going to cost me to gain a lot of weight. It might be, 0.2 or whatever, but it'll be fine, and I'm fine with that. And I get a little sidetracked.
So figure yourself out where you're at. You put yourself in a situation to be where you want to be, which is what I have done. And if it helps her out, yay. But she can't be my focus. No. What she's doing can't be my focus.
And it's not
can
about me.
No,
I
it
mean,
can't be your-
granted,
I can't worry about you.
Granted, we've been leaning more on my side of the. We've been driving down my side of the road for a
Yes.
while. We need to drive down your side of the road.
So there we go.
Yeah.
So if you're the one who's the straggler, worry about yourself. Be some selfish.
Throw the other one out the window.
I'm being selfish, and I'm going to worry about me and worry about what I need to do to be back on track.
And I will be there for you, because I'm a giver. So wrong. So wrong. It's the way I am.
And I'll let you know how many times I dragged her to the gym this week.
Oh, God.
Because it's dragging.
It is dragging. I love going to the zoo and I love riding my bike, but I hate going to the gym.
Well, I'll go without you. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. I'll just head there after work, and if you show up, you show up.
She's being mean.
I'm
She gotta
being
get
mean.
vicious this week.
All about me. That's where I'm at. I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm texting her, hey, I'm going to the gym. She shows up. She's not waylaying me because half the time she tries to talk me out of it. She'll be like, oh, let's do it tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow never
I
comes.
hate the gym. I can't even.
Well, then don't go. You do not have to go.
She's gonna play hardball with me.
As far as I don't care if she goes. No skin off my nose if she goes. It really isn't.
Somebody's mean.
No, I'm just gonna go and just not tell her I'm doing it because why bother? She just tries to talk me out of it. Why bother? I'm just not even gonna tell her. I'm just gonna do it.
That's rude.
I'm just gonna do it. So tomorrow, because I'm off tomorrow because it's Monday, I think I'm just gonna go.
You can't because we're getting our. Oh, you're gonna go in the day. Oh. Well, that's the way it's gonna be.
That's the way it's gonna be.
All right.
Kimmy's gotta do what Kimmy's gotta do.
All right. Next time I won't pick up that cute little shirt that I thought, oh, she'll love this. I'm just gonna put it back on the rack. That's you want to play hardball? I can play hardball. Sorry. I can't breathe.
Well, I even said to you yesterday we were shopping. I even said to her as we're shopping, she brings me and said, you usually don't bring me anything. You usually
That's not true. That is totally not true.
She always walks out with something cute and I don't.
It's not true. I always look for you. And if I found that I was like, this is gonna be it's so Kim. I'm gonna go show it to her. And I did.
And I walked out with a pair of shoes too.
And I knew it wouldn't fit me. And I was just like, I know she'll like it.
Okay.
So,
You're a giver.
Wow. That was sarcasm. You think?
So
now that she's got you convinced I'm selfish.
no, I just got them convinced that I'm gonna do what I need to do for me this week.
All right.
And we're gonna see how that does for me up the scale.
I will help you to your goal.
Which will help you to yours.
It will. It will.
It's all about Kimmy this week. So we'll find out next week how all about Kimmy week was.
It's gonna be a holiday. It's a national holiday.
It's a national holiday.
All about Kimmy.
So we will see you next week.
Lighter later. Bye.